With Director of Rugby Steve Diamond, looking ahead to the next block of pre-season and what's just gone. Dimes, we've announced our friendly fixture away to Sale Sharks, a club you know very well, on September the 7th. How valuable is that going to be for the club, and what sort of occasion will it be for yourself as well?
Yeah, well, I think part of the mindset we're trying to change is playing in the most difficult of circumstances, and travelling away is always awkward. So when the opportunity come up to go there, to Sale and play at Hayward Road, obviously I've got some connections at Sale, but you know, it's good for both northern teams to build some relationship for when we're playing each other in the league. We can help sell tickets, etc. But no, it'll be good. They've got a very good team, and it'll be a good test for both sides.
Not that common for Premiership teams to play against each other, but I guess it's useful for both clubs, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But you know, with the season kicking off when it does, the URC's already started, so that there's not too many fixtures to pick up. So for me, and I'm sure for Sale, that's not really a problem. We're trying to get. It's a means to an end. We're trying to get to a point where we understand what we're doing in games, and it's competitive, but it's non-points on it.
The other run out we've got is the True North Origin game, and the week after, a pretty successful concept last year. How are you looking to develop that, and what do you hope to get out of that day?
Yeah, well, the True North is good. The 4 counties that we come from will be equally split, and it's in the old days it was a possibles versus a probables, and it'll be not dissimilar to that. People will be playing to get picked against Bristol.
On the coaching team over the last week or two, we've seen a new addition with Alan Dickens coming in as senior coach. Can you just explain a little bit about what he'll bring to the group? And then obviously you know him pretty well, you've worked with him lots of times before.
Yeah, well, I think first and foremost with Newcastle, I looked at it in depth over the last 3 or 4 years, and we've been bumbling around the bottom for that period of time. So it wasn't a blip last year not winning a game, it was the culmination of where we'd been and where we were going to. So we had to make a stop, and I think when you've got a team like we had, and the players that have left, with the exception of 3, I think, none have got jobs in the Premiership, so it shows our decision making there was correct, and our selective recruitment on the field, the players that have come in are better than the players that left, so we're going to have a better squad. To complement that, we got Mickey Ward and Scott McLeod, who are very experienced, and we needed some more experience, and Alan Dickens brings a plethora of experience from the Premiership and the England 20s over the last 15 years.
So how will he slot into the coaching setup? What areas will he look at?
Yeah, so he's a senior coach. He'll be overseeing attack and defence. I'll be his assistant in defence. Tom Williams will be his assistant in attack. Mickey Ward will oversee the forwards and the breakdown with Scott McLeod. And then ultimately, Mark Laycock and myself will be making the decision on who plays. Mark's going to be operating as a performance director. So all of the management of the team will run through him and then directly to me. So very simple organogram, but I'm really keen that we get people involved who've been here for a long time, and the heart and soul is in the club.
You mentioned the recruitment a little bit earlier on. A lot of the new signings have had a good 5 or 6 weeks to bed in. A couple of lads that came in last week, Sammy Arnold from Breve and Tom Gordon from Glasgow via New Zealand. What are your early impressions of them, and what are they going to bring to the group?
Yeah, good lads. Both come straight into training. We give them a graduation on it. They start slowly and get in. Sam Arnold is a very good centre. He's a carrier. He's aggressive in defence. And the teams I've built over the last 20 years, you need that. When I went to Sale, I took Sam Tuitupu, the legendary All Black centre, with me. And when I left, we had Manu Tuilagi there. And Sam is a combination of those two. So he'll be a great addition to us.
Normally it takes a bit of time for the lads to acclimatise to our unique weather systems, but one from Glasgow and one Galway via Munster, I think they've got a head start there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. They won't be whinging and moaning like me. And Tom Gordon is a dog. He's a fetcher. He's a brilliant player on the ground. He's a great link player. He's abrasive, very good defender. Didn't play many games for Glasgow last year because he's behind Rory Darge, and in that Scottish environment, if you're behind a Scottish international, you don't play much. Same with Cameron Neal behind the Curry boys at Sale. So no, they've all added really well to the practice.
Do you think that's the recruitment pretty much done, or is there still a little bit of wheeler deal at the beginning?
No, we've still got a contingency, and we'll see how we get on over the next month. We may be a little bit short of a lock initially, but I don't want to jump in and waste money on somebody that's going to be coming for 3 months. I'd rather, if we do make the decision to jump in, then we get the right person.
So we're kind of just about at the halfway point of pre-season, so halfway through block 2. How do you think things have gone so far, and what's going to be the sort of graduation over the next week or two?
Well, everything goes swimmingly well, Smithy, in training. There's no pressure, there's no games. The sun is shining occasionally here, and we're getting people fit. But what we need to do is instill them with knowledge and belief. And if you need the knowledge and you need the skill, I think they're all motivated for various reasons. If you've been here before me, you've not won a game for 12 months, you need to win. If you're new, you're coming for game time because the clubs you've been at haven't played you enough. So everyone's got the different motivations. The knowledge is really important. That's why I needed somebody like Dicko to be with me and Wardy. And then the belief, belief and team spirit is a thing that's talked about in and out of sport. But without wins, you don't get that. Winning's everything, and that's what we've got to try and create, that winning mentality. And during the pre-season, the winning's performance of training, and at the minute we're winning.
One thing that will definitely help is a good home support, and we've seen this week the tickets for the first 3 home games gone on sale as well. I mean, what would your message be to the North East public in terms of getting down and supporting the lads?
Well, as I said at the end of last season, the following is superb, and there'll be, the videos I do for you two lads like this, hopefully fill people with information and knowledge like I do with the team. But yeah, I mean, get your tickets bought. We know what a hospitable place this is if you're a Geordie or a pseudo Geordie, but it's not hospitable if you're the travelling team, and we can win games at home without a doubt with their support.
Cheers, Dimes. Thanks as always for your time.
Thank you.